Vintage Car Club Car Show 2025. Early in the morning, all the cars are coming in.
We have about 120 cars this year, and they all look fabulous. Thank you so much for coming. I've made notes because I was told last year I just talked too much, so we're going to make it very, very short. If it weren't for those sponsors, we wouldn't have as much fun, especially at the end when we give out over $6,000 in prizes and services.
So let's go take a look at all of these cars we got here today, 120 plus. The Patricia Theatre is the longest running theatre in Canada since 1913. Great place to have a car show. Let's go take a look. So, what's your name?
Doug Lloyd.
Doug Lloyd.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm Dan.
Hey, Dan.
Tell me a little bit about your car here, Doug.
540 Merlin, all aluminum block, with a Magnum Force front end in it. Undershot of nitrous. So it's just about 1,000 horsepower.
So, 800 on the dyno and about 1,000 horsepower with the nitrous.
Yeah, with nitrous on. Yeah. She's
so
close.
you, oh yeah, I see you still have the nitrous stuff on it.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
she wakes up pretty good. It's all aluminum block and everything, fully rotorized.
You got here in your shirt looks like a 58 Impala.
Yes.
So tell me about your car, Doug.
I bought the shirt, Danny, and I had to go and get the car to match it. I put an advertisement in our club magazine searching for a 1958 Impala in good or excellent condition. So a chiropractor from Cranbrook answered the ad and says, I've got one. He said, I have 7 garage doors and 6 of them have Chevrolets from the 1960s, and the 7th door has one from the 50s and it doesn't fit. So he wants to sell it. So I went back and I shook his hand. I didn't try to beat him down. So he had a good feeling in his mouth, and so did I. And brought the car home and put some power equipment in it and been using it ever since.
For sure.
Oh, I'm good. And they'll say, what's it called? Oh, 620.
Here we are at a car show, and we're doing a restoration on the fly.
See that?
What do you want me to do?
Here we are, car show. 2 blocks of cars. Around 120 cars in total.
1960 engine, 1960 hood, 1961 grill, 1965 turbo 400, 65 12 volt rear end 373. Still stock frames, torsion bar suspension. I've hauled 2 tons in the box twice.
2 tons in the box twice.
Yeah.
That's because it's got some horsepower here.
No, and suspension. They're the strongest frame ever made. They're box front and rear and a full perimeter frame and a cross X frame in the middle.
So this was original torsion bar suspension?
Oh yeah, 60 to 62 and then
60 to 62. Wow.
Went coil springs in the front.
And they didn't come with 348s, did they?
No.
No.
But the 3 tons and 5 tons did.
Yeah. So this kind of makes it a unique little kind of hot rod truck
Well,
with a
it's
348.
all GM.
Eh?
It's all
GM.
Period correct, not year correct.
There you go. So there is room for a case of beer.
Arguably golf clubs too.
Right beside the engine. So Ray, how many of these extended cab pickups were made and what year is this?
It's a 1983 and this is it.
This is it. This is a one-off, one-of-a-kind vehicle here. So, and the power here is just
It's 472 cubic inch.
472 cubic inch Cadillac engine. That's pretty cool. I think we need to see under the hood here. 472 Cadillac engine. So, what kind of horsepower does this make, Ray?
It's supposed to be 400 horse.
400 horse.
Not too
So
sure.
this is just ideal for towing a fifth wheel around, which you do. pretty
Yeah, it
pretty
does
neat.
okay. That's pretty good for fuel economy and that.
That's one thing about the car shows. There's always a unique vehicle.
So look at, will you tell him about it, the seats and everything?
Yeah.
He's very interested.
Step up on here.
So cute.
Interested in custom cars and hot rods starts at an early age. What's your name?
Bear.
Bear?
Gonna sit in the driver's
That's
seat?
neat. So you're gonna sit in here and try it? I think you probably
Auntie.
need to grow a little bit longer legs and then maybe it'll work.
Look at Auntie. Can you smile? Can you say cheese, Bear? Look at Auntie.
Put a special thanks out to Paul and Petra that arranged this show, and also all the sponsors that made it possible for all these prizes. Thanks for watching.